Hi guys, it's me again. Just finished 2 books and this would be the first of 2 videos. The second I'll be doing right after this one, but yeah, first one is Evalina by Frances Burney. Yeah, she was said to be the kind of like one of the influences of Jane Austen, which I love Jane Austen. I kind of like the classics like Jane Austen, the Bronte sisters. And it's 500 pages of like it's like enjoyment. So I think with like all the old ones, it's like you get a little something a little bit like that. It's like unlike the other classical books I've had, some of which you can see here, which like the red and the blue one are Charles Dickens, Bleak House and Little Dorrit. Quite like them, so I think I've read like Little Dorrit a couple of times, like at least twice. Whereas for like Evalina Arnville, I think it is, as she goes to London, whereas she kind of falls for Sir Clement Willoughby, whereas like I think in that society, if you fall for anyone and like you aren't too cautious about it, like you'll end up like as a woman, like you'll be the one suffering, which is like not something I agree with. Obviously, that's how society was at the time, and I think it was like the late 1800s. When was it born? When was it first published? First published in 1778. So yeah, kind of like the latter half of the 1700s. I kind of want to say it's a different time. But it's like the one thing I was not expecting. I think it was, Sir Clement Willoughby was was like a brother or something like that, which would have been like a massive no-no even now, like marrying your sibling. Can look at like the ancient Egyptian pharaohs and like what we know like they would have maybe looked like. Whereas I kind of like it she kind of fell in love, had like a marriage to like Lord Orville, I think it was. Which is like I quite liked, because it's quite like the design of it, of like the fans and what have you. Because like one of those I found it in, I think it was like the Waterstones in the Trafford Centre. I was like, think of all the books in there, it's like, I think because I've read like so much, it's hard for me to maybe just pick a book and buy it. Like it has to takes a little bit for me to just pick up a book, read the blurb or something, and then buy it to read it. Really should stop scratching my legs. You probably can't see it because I've got a flea bite on it. Always best to leave them alone, so I did heal. But that's why I kind of want to say, in regards to like women's rights, like we've come a long way, but I kind of want to say like we've still got a long way to go, because it's like I kind of feel like we're always paying the price of like men's lack of impulse control at times. Like they see like a woman, like they may sometimes like especially like the news like women being assaulted like sexually. Kind of like I think when I was doing like my law degree, like criminal law and what have you, kind of like saying like the rape and sexual, kind of like the sexual offences are the hardest to prove because it's like the perpetrator would have a lot to lose, like if he was falsely accused, which like I get, but it's like on the victim side, like they've gone through like a whole ordeal as well. And they'll probably go through it all over again for the trial as well. So it's what like not like they don't always want to go through it, and it's like as a woman like we're the like physically weaker than our male counterparts. That's just how like we're genetically maybe designed. Sorry to come across that way, but it doesn't mean that we're not strong. It's just our strengths lie in different areas. But it's sort of like I don't want it to be so like we're at the bottom. Like we're just going to be like have to take whatever a man gives us because he does not have impulse control. Which is a little like it's not something that we should have to put up with. But it's like I kind of feel like we've still got a lot to change there. Because like we're like to protect like women of like whatever race and like religion and sexual orientation. So well, it's like I kind of do as much as like I want to say like society's improved, but since then, but what can I do as like an individual? But it doesn't mean like I don't like the book. It's just that women can kind of make maybe. Doesn't mean like enjoy it. It's just like you have to maybe understand the context, a lot of the context of what's like societal rules back then. It's like can it relate to now? Like how much does it relate to now? Because it's like I was kind of like maybe thinking like not sure how much it did then, but it made me think about like how maybe vulnerable we are at times as women. So, but it's like I do want to read some more of the books, like because this way there's Cecilia and Camilla, Cecilia and Camilla, which I want to read. So that's the first video out of the way, but I'll see you very shortly for the second.